Howdy, howdy. It's Thursday. Welcome to the show. It is Heading Back to the Window with Scott and Scott. I'm your host, Scott Steehn, lead handicapper at winnersandwiners.com.
And I'm your co-host, Scott Reichel, senior handicapper over winnersandwiners.com.
Together we do this every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, as we attempt to head back to the window and help you do the same. Sorry we were a little late here, Scott. I was fascinated. I was looking up. Somebody asked us about the Ooey Pooey game tonight against Youngstown State, so I was looking up Ooey Pooey's last game, and it was against East-West University, sir. And they are a member of the United States Collegiate Athletic Association. I don't even know what that is. I don't.
I heard it's very nice this time of year.
You go to their website. It shows you. It says leveling the playing field in more ways than one, and it shows a guy standing next to an open U-Haul with a bunch of boxes in it.
Is that not clear?
I don't even know what that means. So, hey, it's Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the show. Good to have you guys here. Sorry again. A little distracted by the East-West University, which up until 3 minutes ago, I didn't even know that was a thing. So, yeah, we're looking at that, James. So, James, we'll kick it off here with the Youngstown State game. God bless you if you want to pay Ooey Pooey. This is a team that's, I don't know, lost 100 in a row or whatever it is. They're awful. They don't score. They did put up 75 against East-West U, so there's that. I know it's a college in Chicago. I don't know what they do. No. I know Youngstown State isn't fantastic, especially on the road. I have no desire to get in front of Ooey Pooey, Scott.
Well, they're 4-5 on the road straight up. They're 6-3 ATS, so they're actually not that bad on the road.
Yeah.
I guess the only argument you could have for IUPUI is that a Jaguar would beat the crap out of a Penguin. But I'm going with IUP. I gotta fade IUP.
My God, that would be an ugly, bloody fight, man. That would be awful.
It would be. I think this game's gonna be an ugly, bloody fight, but in favor of the Penguins. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Youngstown.
Very good. You doing a UFC video tomorrow, Scott? Lots of minus 200 guys, but I like Strickland by decision. So
I might. Truth is, haven't really looked that deep into the UFC card. I know it's pretty light. A lot of people haven't really been talking about it. I'm gonna look through the fights probably either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll see if I like anything, but I really haven't done your research yet. As for the main event, I know you mentioned you like Strickland by decision. I think he's going to win. I'm not sure how he's going to win. It could be by knockout, could be by decision. I'm not expecting submission because Hermansson's actually good on the ground, but I would lean to Strickland in that fight as well.
Very good. Scott, what is this weekend for the first time in 5 months? Why is it different?
We got no NFL football.
No NFL football video. That's right. So we have plenty of time. Everybody that's
I know we're also going to do a prop show. I'm not sure when exactly you want to do that as well. We'll have a couple.
We ought to. We ought to do something early because a lot of those prop numbers will change. So we could do that. Yeah. James Mounts in the house. What's up, James? David Good here. Brandon Zerf is checking in. JC Stone, East-West Shrine game under 45.5. It's the D-Gen special. There it is right there.
I mean, I actually love that play. You look at most of these Pro Bowl or college version of Pro Bowls, they're pretty low scoring.
Yeah, they are.
The Pro Bowl was the exception because nobody used to guard anybody. Now they actually try a little bit. So you have seen lower scoring games in the Pro Bowl. The East-West Bowl, or even just the high school all-star games, have been incredibly low scoring the last couple of years. I like the under two.
David Good says East-West University is in the northern United States. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Renzo Brothers checking in. What's up, Renzo Brothers? D from Detroit. Roland G. Yeah, baby. We got everybody here, man. It's a good day. It's nice to be here. Scott, how'd you do yesterday?
Overall, was okay. I ended up splitting. I lost the play today with Greensboro. VMI shot over 60% from the floor and over 60% from three, which is almost impossible. Greensboro somehow hung around despite that, lost the game. But we had the farm play with Kemba, and that was an easy winner. Yep. So overall, decent day.
For those of you that haven't read that yet, welcome to Head Back to the Window, the place where the host scores many points as Kemba Walker. And we had to take less shots. We didn't have to work as hard to do it. We didn't have to change clothes. It really was an easy night for us. Renzo Brothers is speaking of losing 100 in a row. How is Northeastern a favorite over James Madison?
We might talk about that game later.
What? We're going to talk about that game later? We're going to come up with a new segment here, guys. It's going to be It's going to be Don't Try This at Home Thursdays, because I noticed that I took Eastern Illinois. Stay tuned for I Bet the Farm pick, and you'll see exactly why we're going to name this Don't Try This at Home Thursday.
I took Wilmington -1 as my play of the day because I felt obligated to.
Yep. I'm with you there on Wilmington. Farley Dick. What kind of Dick? Farley Dick. Farley Dickinson +6. I got to tell you, that's a game I haven't looked at. What do you see there, buddy?
They're 3-17.
That's not good.
They're playing against St. Francis Brooklyn, who is 6-15. Money has come in on Dickinson. St. Francis has gone from -6 to -5.
What's it take to move the line there? About $75?
Potentially $75, maybe a nickel.
Somebody put down 250. We're bumping at 2 points.
But the total's gone up 3 points, so it's gone from 143 to 146.
Yeah.
At first glance, I'd probably back the actual total movement. That seems pretty sharp to me. I don't know what squares are looking at Dickinson going, I got to bet the over. So I'm going to take the over. I think you'll see points.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I can get behind that. This is a St. Francis defense that's not stellar at all. It looks like any team with a pulse, which I'm not sure Farley Dickinson is, but they'll give up some points. So,
well, D, I said the Citadel was a team I wasn't going to back for overs, but I did say in yesterday's breakdown that Furman should walk into 90. They walked into a hundo, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I had Furman in that game as a premium, laying 17, and they were up 30 at halftime and just about pissed it away. I think they ended up winning by almost 19, but yeah, they tried. David Good said, great farm play. And again, well, this is usually a joint effort. I have to give you the entire credit for doing your other thing yesterday and having that knowledge on Kemba Walker. That's one of those deep prop dives that I just wish I had time to do every day, but I don't, but you did. So I will give you 100% of the props on that one. That was, and again, we might talk about that here in a little bit because it was a fairly easy win. So, quick reminder, guys, now that we got a few of you here, please give us a minute and smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We appreciate the efforts on your part to help us out here. And of course, don't forget to check out our pals Jim Williams, Chris King over there every single day on the Winners and Winers Sports Betting Network doing their shows 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Just parlays, man. If you like numbers, and like we fuck around and we have some fun and we talk to everybody. If you want just a strict betting show with the fucking numbers pedal to the metal, boom, here's your numbers, boom, here's the picks. That's the show, man. That's the show. It is a lot of high quality information in a very short period of time. So I highly recommend checking out Jim and Chris over there on Just Parlays. And yeah, what else? Well, let's talk about, you know what? Let's knock this out of the way here at the beginning, Scott, because they're coming fast and furious, the betting offers right now. So, of course, we got our one with Caesars. Caesars is doing a great deal. This is nationwide as long as Caesars is available in your home state. You can do this. It's $1,500. Basically, can you call it a free bet, Scott? Because that's what it is. It's a risk-free bet. How about that? And you got to put in $50. So congratulations if you're gonna make a $1,500 bet. It stands to reason you're gonna have to put in at least $50. I'm just saying the math checks out. That's the code for the Winners and Winers special with Caesars. There is Whiners CZR. Whiners CZR, all one word. It's the stock symbol for Caesars. And of course, we actually do have the link in the show notes there, so check that out as well. Moving on to BetMGM, Winners and Winers fans can get a risk-free first bet up to a grand new customers only. Got to put in at least $10 to start. So seriously, guys, try the MGM app, the BetMGM app, or make an online wager, and you get the deal. The code there is Video Winners. We've been using that one for a while. The link is also in the show notes. Scott and I love BetMGM quite a bit. They've usually got some very good numbers on a lot of sports. We especially love them for baseball. So if you're a baseball bettor, make sure you come back and check BetMGM for their team totals, because a lot of times they are a full run difference. And they're not really a corresponding move in the juice. So we love BetMGM for baseball, and definitely got some good football numbers and basketball numbers as well. Of course, you must be 21 to play, and it is available in Arizona, New Jersey, New York, Indiana, Colorado, Tennessee, West Virginia, Iowa, Virginia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and Wyoming. And of course, We've got the deal doing for Louisiana only with Bet Rivers, another kind of a late player on the scene that has some great numbers, and they are giving you a what are they doing? A $500? Yeah, I think it's $500 for the
it was 500. It was 500 for Bet Rivers.
for Bet Rivers there as well. Check that out on the mobile app. Of course, all of these you have to be 21. And please bet responsibly. We joke about it a little bit about going to a meeting, but if you do have a problem and it's affecting other areas of your life that you're not wanting it to affect, pull the plug, make a call, and take care of business. All right, there you go. What am I missing here on the mystery of the day? Arizona minus 6.5. Scott, we talked about that a little bit. Any theories on what that's about?
Because Arizona's undefeated at home, 11-0, but UCLA's undefeated on the road. They're pretty good against the spread as well. I'm going with the Bruins because I watched Arizona play against UCLA, B Arizona State over the weekend. They didn't look very good.
No.
I think that this team is extremely talented, but they're extremely undisciplined. Everybody on the team wants to pretty much get their own shot. It doesn't seem like they really share the basketball that well. And UCLA is a great defensive team, and they're extremely, I'd say, solid because of the chemistry that they have. I like the Bruins plus the points. I agree Arizona shot the ball terribly in UCLA, but I think the Bruins are too talented to be this big of a dog here, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I have to take up the points.
I see a close game.
T-Train's talking about he has the Ohio Eastern Michigan. I think a lot of these games they move them like they did the Mizzou game yesterday, moving them early because they're expecting weather tonight. Is that the deal, or were they regularly scheduled? Oh no, this one was regularly scheduled. So yeah,
that one's regularly scheduled, I think.
143. Let's check in for you, Tony. We'll see where they're at. They're at 95 with 15 minutes left. So you're 5 minutes in, and you're 19 points per 5. You're going to add 45 points to that 103, 139. You got to get some hustle on, brother. Got to get some hustle on. You got to get that game tightened up so you can get some scramble points at the end. New Orleans plus 5 tonight. Skeeter. I'm kind of loath, generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, to back the Pels. What do you think about New Orleans going up against Denver tonight? The Denver team. What do you make of this? What do you make of this psycho team?
Is he talking about the NBA game or is he talking about college?
I'm guessing.
Because I'm pretty sure the Pelicans don't play today. I think he's talking about college.
Pelicans play on Friday. You're right. Sorry, I do.
I'm going with A&M Corpus minus 4 on that one.
It's a team that's been occasionally good to us. Yeah, I don't mind.
Tell you what though, about a 6-point line move on the over, which is extremely noticeable. But I'm going with Corpus. They're 8-1 at home. You're looking at New Orleans. They're an okay team, but I don't really have any strong opinion on that game whatsoever. But I'll go with the 8-1 home team.
Okay. James said he started a separate bank account just off how good the Bet the Farm is. Man, there's pressure. That's pressure right there. If that doesn't jinx you, I don't know what will. You like IUPUI under 54.5. Yes. Oh, man, that is getting down there, isn't it, Scott? 54.5?
It is, but I don't know if it's getting down there enough. Now, Youngstown is an okay defensive team.
Yeah.
You're mostly just fading IUPUI for being complete garbage.
100%.
Which is reasonable. But, oh, boy.
51.6 they average on the season, Scott. Just a quick reminder.
I don't like the over, but
50.
Do you think you're better off just taking the full game under instead of a team total under? Or do you think that's just risky?
Well, I was playing Eastern Illinois that way when they had their defense collapse. Their defense just went to shit for 2 games. So I got on the team total under train. And it worked twice. It about screwed me as they ended up playing a really good defensive battle. So, yeah, if I was going to play that, I mean, dude, they haven't put up more than 54 in their last 5 games. Not counting the game against East West. So I don't know. Oh man, I'm trying to see. They have not played this season, have they? No, they have not played yet. Oh No, I'm going to pass.
I think I have to pass.
Yeah, that's. I just don't have enough confidence in this Youngstown State defense. They held Wisconsin Green Bay to 50, but that was a terrible shooting night there for those guys. So, all right. Any info on UCLA injuries? Let me check. See what I've got on the grid here. What do you got, Scott? You got anything?
Let me check quickly. You said UCLA?
Uh-huh.
Let me see what I got.
I'm looking for what's the rotation number on that? You know.
The rotation number is. Sorry, I'm waiting for my thing to load. Where is it?
8:30 somewhere, isn't it? Just can't find it.
Could be, and my grid doesn't have it. Fantastic.
Perfect.
Yeah, good stuff. Let me see what we got. Sorry, I am going through this right now.
Moving right along. This is the opposite of just parlays, by the way.
This is the opposite. This is where we just sit here in comfortable silence.
Right, it's a 795, by the way, is the rot number there.
I don't see much.
Let me see what Best has here. Johnny, I got Juzang as probable.
Okay.
That's really the only.
I see the main question is Jaquez, who has an ankle issue, but it seems like he's good to go.
Uh-huh.
Juzang passed protocol, so he's good to go. Yeah. So the only question left is Jaquez. Yeah, it seems like they're going to be fully healthy.
Looks like it, yeah. All right. UNCW again or Elon? I got to go UNCW there, you buddy. I know you. That's what you had. You're on the
It's my play of the day.
Play of the day,
got it
right?
At 1.
We'll do one more here before we talk about yesterday's action. USC, Scott.
Oh boy, they're a team that, of course, is very good.
Here's a team.
3.
Wow, thanks.
They've been struggling a bit lately, though. I can't say that they've looked dominant. Arizona State gave Arizona a bit of a run for its money over the weekend, but of course that's a rivalry game. I can't say I'm not surprised that game turned out to be somewhat close. Arizona State just stinks. I mean, is there anything to like about this team? Do you think Hurley gets another year? I don't even know if he gets another year.
The only thing I like about him so far is they kept it close with Arizona. So
that's what I'm saying. That's it, and that's a rivalry game. But I'm going to go with USC because they're just much better.
You know, USC's only 9-10 against the number as a favorite.
I'm aware they've not been playing well lately, but Arizona State's a team that I feel like is just not very good at basketball, and USC is. So I'll go with the Trojans. I think if you like Arizona State, take the first half.
What are we catching there? 5.5. That's not enough for me. Yeah, I was hoping it would be more in the 8 to 10 range, which I would be interested in.
If it was 8, I'd probably take Arizona State, but 5.5 just seems a little short.
Paul Henshaw, St. Thomas, Kansas City. The Roos minus 6.5. I know there's been Roo money coming in. I think this opened up at 5. St. Thomas team, man, they can shoot some threes. Roo's been playing some defense. I'm going to have to. This is a very small lean. I backed St. Thomas the other day, and they absolutely shit the bed for me. Did nothing. They are dead to me at least for a week. Give me the Roos there.
I'm going with the Roos too.
It's not going.
Roos are pretty good.
This is not going to be a big crowd, Scott. By the way, we're still digging out of snow here, so it's going to be an on-campus game. It's going to be a very small crowd in attendance down there in Rouville, but I don't think that'll matter.
No, either way, I'm looking at the recent performances. St. Thomas has lost 5 in a row. Each of those losses have been by at least 11 points.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Kansas City's actually been playing pretty well lately. I understand the line movement. I'm going to back it. Give me the Roos.
I think that fits very well into the don't try this at home Thursday.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys, I'm going to plug him here because he's been on fire. The kid over there with his hockey picks, he's been outstanding. Scott, he hit 3 in a row. He hit 3 parlays yesterday, and he's moved his ROI back up to about 19 and change. So that's for half a season. So if you don't follow my kid, you should. And he is at Steehn Machine, and it's Rolling with the Machine is where he does just his hockey. That's where you don't have to get involved in any of the 24-year-old shit that 24-year-olds tweet out. He does a strictly gambling one, and it's Rolling with the Machine, or maybe even Rolling with the Machine. So check that out. My kid will appreciate the bump. All right, so Scott, let's talk about what happened yesterday. The good news, the bad news, the winners, the whiners, the people that took it in the shorts, and the people that had the upper hand. You know who you are. All you had to do was just close out the game, but it couldn't happen. And now you got your cell phone. All you can do is call the cops. All right, very good, man. And there were some cop-worthy games yesterday, Scott. It wasn't a fantastic day for a lot of folks, but let's see if we can narrow it down here a little bit. Start off with the Mavericks. If you had the Mavericks team total under 108.5, well, very good. You had it handicapped right, because for 48 minutes they scored less than 108.5. That's all you can do. My work here is done. Give me that fucking victory. Nope. 103 at the end of regulation. Unfortunately, that's how many they allowed. The game went to overtime. You know how this goes down. Yeah, they got more than 5. The game, they finished up with 114. You had team total under 108.5. So close, yet so far away.
Man, the second bad beat was actually in the same game. If you had a player prop on Josh Giddey, over 7.5 rebounds, he had 7 rebounds with 5:43 left in the fourth quarter. The game also went to overtime, as we talked about before. He recorded 0 rebounds in the final 10 minutes and 43 seconds of game time, and he finished with 7 rebounds.
What are you doing, Josh? What are you doing? Pull down a board, for God's sake.
Grab a board, man. One board.
Grab a board. So we kill you to grab a board? Jesus. Hey, if you had the Trailblazers +4 over the Lakers, Malik Monk fouled with 0.9 seconds left. He makes both free throws. Trailblazers lose by 5. Why are you fouling down 3 with 0.9 seconds left? What do you look? I guess you're looking for missing both free throws and hitting the three-pointer at the buzzer. Okay, I guess.
Well, that was the weird part, because McCollum made a shot with like 7 seconds left, and they somehow let the Lakers kill 6.1 out of the 7 seconds. And at that point, why bother?
Right. You're pretty much fucked. Well, you know the drill. They're chasing him around. They finally caught him, and there happened to be 0.9 seconds left. So, Yippee skippy. Well, there was some good news out there. For every whiner, there must be a winner, Scott. I believe that's one of Newton's laws. I'm pretty sure you gotta look that up. But
it's the law of inertia.
That's right. So this is the good news. You know who you are. You were kicked back in your lazy boy, had that beer, maybe had a little cigar, whatever you had working there. It was all up to you. Everything was coming up for you because you were sitting in the rocking chair.
So, the first one, if you had the Citadel and Furman over 151.5, you had 94 points in the first half, and the game landed 185.
Very good. Very good. For those of you that say we don't toot our own horn enough, well, here's one for you. All right, very good. I'm not playing the whole thing. Hey, if you had Kemba Walker under 10.5 points, congratulations, because they don't get a lot more rocking share than that, Scott. Kemba Walker, he took 4 shots last night, missed them all, finished with 0 points. I believe he played 17 minutes. Congratulations, Kemba Walker, and anybody else that backed our farm play. They don't get easier than that, as he had 0 points. He missed that 10.5 by a mere 10.5.
And looking at the last one, if you had Samford +7 against Chattanooga, they led by 7 at the half, and they won by 8.
Very good. Never a doubt, my friend. All right, so let's talk about this. We don't do one every day, but we do want to get to a donkey, because this is a weird situation, and I've always thought this was stupid. So let's find out who it is. Let's find out who we can rant about and bitch about here on today's show. Who on earth is wearing the golden feed bag today for the Thursday edition of Donkey of the Day? Yes, for everyone that says it does sound like that donkey is getting violated, I 100% agree. It's one of the reasons that we laughed about it for almost 6 solid months every time we played it. Scott, who's the donkey of the day today?
So for this one, it's not really going to be a person. It's going to be an entity or a panel, so to speak. But it's the people behind the scenes in the American East Conference who decided that it was worth banning Stony Brook from this season's conference tournament solely because the Seawolves are joining the CAA next season.
That'll teach them.
This isn't an American East exclusive type of
Nope.
situation.
Nope.
In fact, ironically, the CAA did the same exact thing for James Madison. But can we stop this really dumb practice where you're punishing the players for the school going to a different conference? Because the men's team is actually pretty good. I believe they're top 3 in the conference. The women's team is number 1 in their respective conference. And yet you're going to punish the players and ban them from potentially getting a full guaranteed bid in the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
Because the school's leaving. I think that's ridiculous. Or even worst case scenario, if you don't want to let them get in from the tournament, that's fine. Can you at least let them play? Can you let them play the games for the actual experience?
Right.
And then a worst case scenario, just tell them, by the way, if you win the conference tournament, the second place team gets the bid?
Yeah, and tell them
What's wrong with that?
And tell them the night before. Just kind of spring it on them.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. This is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. T-Train says he needs the trumpet fanfare as he appears in the bedroom with Mrs. T-Train. All right, Tony and Kim, if you're listening, here it is. I know it's the middle of the day, so hopefully you guys got a little something going on there. It's T-Train, ready for action in the bedroom. You know what it is. You know what it is when we get lucky around here, Scott. You know what I think it's of.
Oh.
All right, it's fun with sound effects. That's right, everybody. What? Come on, Scott, give me another toot. Man, that sounds like the '80s. David Good says Kemba's a scoring machine. King Me says a 3-team teaser with that Laker winner, the only sweater. Cool. Yeah, that's very nice. 76ers and the Cavs. I had the 76ers yesterday as a premium. Fuck them. The Washington playing absolutely shit ball, playing on a back-to-back. Embiid's back. He's rested. Everything looking positive.
No Beal, by the way.
And no Beal. Right. Yeah, Beal was setting out. And, all you got to do is just take care of business against Kuzma. You wouldn't think that would be hard with
That was a hell of a block by Kuzma, though, to end the game.
I'm aware.
Well, you weren't going to win anyway. They were laying, 10 or 11?
Not that much, but less than that. But it doesn't matter.
Really? I thought they were laying around there.
It might have got there. I got it at 8.
But
the Nets are ass without KD, Scott. I'm not sure they're not ass with KD. That's your team. Can you speak to the Nets?
Yeah, it's not ideal right now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Not ideal time at all. Plus money down. Elliot V's in the house. What's up? Raptors minus 4.5. Suns minus 4. Roland wants to know.
Well, the Raptors are tempting. Now, there has been some late line movement on Toronto because of the fact that Levine has been downgraded to questionable with a back issue. And we know that if you get downgraded in the middle of the afternoon, your odds of playing are probably like 10%. So I'm not expecting Levine to play.
Almost never play. We saw it with Jokic yesterday. Right as we were leaving the air, I got in fact, I looked up from shutting everything down, and I see that I got the alert that Jokic is questionable. I'm like, oh yeah, we're fine.
I still think it's stupid. You could have picked up a division game just by starting Jokic, but whatever. Denver's going to do their own thing. So I do think that you will see Levine not play. So I'm going to go with Toronto there. As for Phoenix, I have to blindly like Phoenix solely because I don't know if Trae Young's going to play. So if you don't know if the other team's going to be having their best player and he doesn't play, you're beating basically a 3-point line move blindly.
Yep.
Young might be worth even more than 3 points for that team. So I'm going to go with the Suns.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Elliot V says, I can't believe my friend first year betting hit 2 huge parlays last night. $1,700 on $30 risk. 18 parlay, had a few dogs money line. No studying, just throwing darts. A slap in the face to me who crunches numbers and does homework. Yeah, I get that. You see it every once in a while. You can't feel. I mean, you got to just tip your hat and feel joy for your friend. Maybe you get a free dinner out of the deal or something. I don't know, man. I was the same way. I've told this story before. First time I ever went to a high life, Fronton Scott. My first bet, I walked in. I bet a 4, 5, 6 trifecta, and it hit, and like $600, and I don't think I ever cashed another ticket at a fucking highlight event. So I get it. I get the throwing darts. Every once in a while, even a blind dart thrower will find the bullseye. So
it wasn't the first race, but I went to the Belmont Stakes. I try to go every year, of course, with COVID and all. I wasn't able to the last couple of years. But the first time I went, it was the race after the official Belmont Stakes, and I randomly took a long shot dart throw on this horse. I think it was 18-1.
Okay.
I still remember the name of the horse. It was Montalium. It was some French horse. I don't even know. And it won. So I made a couple hundred there.
Nice.
So no research, pure dart throw. I bet on a French horse, and I somehow won.
Ooh la la. Elliot V says he's on Arizona to cover and North Carolina Wilmington. Great Capper gave me that pick on his YouTube this morning. Oh, he must have been watching that right before he watched us. Cool.
I heard he never goes outside.
He never. I asked Scott what's the weather like there. Of course, he gave me the pat answer: 72 and nice.
Yep.
Won't buy me a damn thing. Fuck that guy then. Not even a 4-piece McNugget? No. Fuck him. I hope he loses every game then.
My friend and I'd say we don't have a full agreement, but it's kind of unwritten that whenever we end up going to a casino or to Vegas or something, and one of us hits something, they're buying dinner.
Yeah, that's legit. It's
a fair, it's a group situation. You're going through it together. You might as well enjoy the experience with friends.
Well, you get a hole in one. The 19th hole's on you. Same thing when you bowl 300, you have to buy drinks. You have to buy a round of drinks for everybody. So
it's common courtesy.
Yeah,
and the argument you could make for some of the parlays or whatever, especially when I was going on trips, is that I probably wouldn't have gone had my friends not gone with me. So indirectly, they kind of caused me to hit the parlay, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yep.
So I usually, I'm kind. I'll buy him a drink or I'll take him to dinner or something.
Absolutely. David Goodson, my first race was the Kentucky Derby with Secretariat. Nice. I don't think they're all that much of a lock. That was Secretariat, pretty good horse.
The greatest horse of all time, so that's a pretty good way to start your
I gotta agree. He cashed 220. Yeah, no shit. That's about what that pays. Yeah, I was going to say something profound, and I can't remember what it was. So, curling. Curling started yesterday. It's mixed doubles, which is the second time they've had that.
Did they do the official winter ceremony yet?
That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Okay, so they're doing like the one or two events before the ceremony.
Yep.
Now they're doing the ceremony.
Yep,
okay.
Yep, absolutely. So I'm excited about that. The actual curling starts a week from yesterday, and yes, I will have curling plays. I've pretty much committed myself now to making some curling plays. I'll tell you what I like right now.
I better see a video or two for your free picks on curling.
I'll at least throw one in there. I don't know that it'll have enough access that people won't be pissed off. Like, oh, I wanted to talk about the Lakers game or something.
It's going to be a farm play, worst case scenario.
We probably will have a farm play on the curling, especially if you lose, and if it goes back to me with the hammer. That's a curling term, by the way. Then we'll probably do a curling pick at some point. Don't try this at home Thursday. Have you bought a lot of drinks bowling? I've got 17 300s. I don't know if that's these days. That's nothing. When I was getting a lot of them, it was something. So yeah, I bought a few.
I've never bowled a 200, but I never actually tried to be a serious bowler.
Who can scrub?
I think my record is 160, 170. I think
that's not good. That's not good.
It's not good for somebody who bowls all the time. I bowl once every 5 years.
Grown man should have shot 200 in his life. That's what I'm saying.
I got time.
Okay. Curling is a lot of fun, man. I bought my wife and again. Is it any wonder why I'm married to this great woman? I bought her. This is for real. We did curling lessons for Valentine's Day, and again, she loved it. It was something that she talked about, and we went and did it, and it was fun. It's they're building a curling place like 5 minutes from my house. I couldn't fucking be more excited because you know why, Scott? Because it's a game. You look at people ski jumping. You look at people flying down a mountain at 90 miles an hour in a slalom course and shit. You're like, holy shit, I can't believe those fucking people do that. You see somebody with a rock and just throwing it down the court and then sweeping. Everybody in this fucking comment section right now, everybody in the chat goes, I could do that. I could absolutely fucking do that. So
it's difficult.
Brad Crawford's around. Thank you for the YouTube selection on Longwood last night. Oh, that's right. We had the Longwood Lancers.
It's a good team, man.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're getting points, man.
No respect.
Yeah. So, Elliot V says three straight gutter balls. See, dude, it's just what you grow up with. I grew up, I was bowling juniors when I was, 6 and shit. So
See, David, my takeaway from that story is the fact that you had a bowling class in college. That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, they have bowling classes. I was on the Mizzou bowling team, Scott.
Nice.
Impressed? Huh? I had a shirt and
You've
everything.
done everything else, so I can't say I'm surprised.
I did it. We did it for a year. We were it wasn't an NCAA, it was a club sport. So we were in the conference with a bunch of weird schools like Wichita State, Nebraska Uno.
Did you do that after you were on the Apollo mission, or was that
Dude, I know it sounds like when I tell you stuff that I've done, the only takeaway that you should come up with is that motherfucker is old.
Still counts, man. He's got a lifetime of experiences.
You know what? Life's too short to do something for 2 years in a row. Threw 4 straight gutter balls, dropped the ball at his foot. I averaged 110 in a bowling class at Southwest Missouri State. Yep. Southwest Missouri State, by the way, is where Pete Weber bowled first semester. I told you that I got to bowl against him my first semester in school before he.
I'm assuming that didn't go well for you.
It went fine. He was all right. I told you that season I had the high game in the league. I shot 279 at his home lanes.
Ooh.
Down there in Springfield, which had these giant pillars. I told you this. If you shot a 10 pin, you had to move left. You had to pull your arm in on your approach, or you'd fucking bang your arm off the pillar as you walked by. We talk about Murray State yet? No, we haven't. We haven't talked about the school named after my favorite Jewish dry cleaner, Scott. Murray State. What do you got? It's good. It's a good basketball team.
Murray State, of course, best team in the conference. Austin Peay, not very good. It's really tricky to fully evaluate the Ohio Valley Conference because they do so many back-to-back games in order to limit travel. So you have a lot of teams that are facing off against each other for the second straight time, and you don't know how the rematch is going to go. This case is not one of them, which is kind of rare, but I am not going to go with Austin Peay. I don't think Austin Peay is very good. You look at Murray State, and they've been playing really good ball. They have not lost since the game against Auburn. Besides that, I mean, they're 20-2. They've won 17 of their last 18 games. I don't know how you go against the Racers. They're absolutely killing teams.
Yeah, and they've been pretty good. They've been decent with big numbers. They covered 19.5 against SEMO, missed at Edwardsville 11, covered 20 against Tennessee State, covered gigantic numbers twice against Eastern Illinois.
As they should.
Missed out on Tennessee Martin, then covered 17.5 Tennessee Tech. So I don't know, were they 4-3, 5-4, double-digit spreads?
Yeah, it's more just the idea of taking the best team in the conference by far against a mediocre to slightly below average opponent.
You know, the only thing that troubles me, that gives me a little bit of pause, is Austin Peay team. The last time they played, or the second to last time they played at home against Belmont, another good team. 16-point dogs, and they end up losing that one by 8. So they've got.
I think Belmont's a bit of a psycho team, though.
They are. They're kind of a box of chocolates for sure. And this is the time of year, we talked about it on my video last night a little bit. This is the time of year where you're going to start to see those gigantic numbers. The conference play is going to start evening out. You're going to start to see who these teams really are. So you're going to have to hold your nose a lot and play 12.5s, 14.5s, and shit like that. Yeah, it's got to be Murray State or pass here. I
think that Murray State team's good enough to actually win an NCAA tournament game or two. They're good.
The only part about bowling I like is drinking. Yeah, that's
why I barely go bowling. I used to go with some friends on occasion, and we'd only go because there'd be a pitcher on the table.
My first 300, I was absolutely hammered. I bowled in another league early. I bowled in the 630 league. Got in my car. We were hammered in that league.
What? So you're telling me that you bowled a drunk 300?
Yeah, first game. Walked in cold. No warm up shots. Nothing. Walked in cold. Drunk off my ass through the first 12.
Did you go solo, or you had to sit after every shot because the other people with you were on the same lane?
No, it was league night. There was 10 of us.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was. Said I suck at darts. Go figure. I only throw darts well when I've been drinking. I'm a much better dart thrower and pool player when I'm drinking. I played in a gay dart.
I'm okay at darts. I'm not amazing, but
I played with a buddy of mine in a gay dart league. My wife and I did. We had a blast. Went around to all the gay bars on Sunday afternoon and played darts in their league. It was a blast, dude. It was.
Well, darts are fun in general.
Yeah.
I played a decent amount in college. I can't say that I'm good enough to compete in a full league.
No.
But if you had me as your partner, I wouldn't totally ruin the entire game.
Yeah,
Let's put it that way.
I'm about the same way. I'm in no way, shape, or form a good dart player. I can manage not to embarrass myself.
If you give me a number to aim for, I'll probably miss like one to the left or one to the right, or I'll hit it. Like I'm close.
Sure.
I'm not like great, but I'm fine.
You play pool?
Not really. Pool's a game that I never really took the time to actually, I'd say, perfect my skills, which is kind of ironic because I have a pool table in my house.
Yeah.
But I was always more of a ping pong guy.
Mm-hmm. My roommate, he was also my pledge dad in college, was a pool shark. He absolutely was. In fact, he graduated with a degree in engineering and decided to stay in Columbia, Missouri, and play and hustle pool instead
like
of
Paul Newman good. Or
yeah, like Paul Newman good. Like it was back in the day. He was the Big 8 billiards champion. He played straight pool, and I saw him have a run of 115. Which
that's pretty good.
It's pretty fucking good. What he taught me was I learned enough about pool from him to know that I am no good at pool and never will be. So, okay. Elliot V said, a rough day yesterday. Broke up a shot between my Cane Corso and a German Shepherd. Oh, fuck me. Pool is a hustler's game. Yes, it is. I want to see what you know what a Cane Corso is, Scott?
It's a dog.
Do you know what it looks like, though? Because I have no idea.
Not really.
I've never... my wife actually...
I know that's a dog.
My wife is a certified dog trainer. She would know. Oh, that's a badass looking fucking dog. It's an Italian breed of Mastiff. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I like that. Okay, very good. Somebody asked about Hawaii tonight. Playing Riverside. Riverside's at home, laying 3.
I don't know about you, but Hawaii sounds good every night. Oh, you mean the game? I'm going to go with Riverside.
Really?
I think Riverside's actually not bad.
Can you explain yourself?
Hawaii is a team that I don't always have faith in when it comes to traveling to the States.
Yeah.
You're looking at a team that's actually been decent on the road, 3-1.
Uh-huh.
Riverside, though, has been decent. I know the money's come in on the over, surprisingly. It's gone from 126.5 to 130. If you want to make a play on Hawaii, I don't mind it. I can say that it's a really, I'd say, strong lean for me on Riverside. But you're laying a small number with a team that's 6-3 at home. They're 11-7 straight up. I don't mind Riverside there.
I like the I like the under the best.
That's why I was confused on the over money. My favorite play is the under on that game.
I'll ride with this Hawaii team that's won 7 straight and covered 6 of them. I don't like this Riverside team. They can't score. I'll take the Rainbow Warriors there. What I miss? Elliot. 189 pounds. Holy shit. That's the from the Game of Thrones. Oh yeah. That's the kind of dog that says we're gonna go for a fucking ride right now. You're like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a good idea. 189 pounds. Holy shit. We used to go bowling and swipe the bowling ball and throw them through the phone booth. I read about it in the county crime reported that's like the suburban version of cow tipping, Scott. I have to admit that sounds horrible, especially in today's, like, oh my God, that's property destruction. It's stealing it.
That sounds horrible.
It sounds funnier than fuck. I'm sorry.
It sounds great.
It just does. It just does. What's a solid over under in NCAA basketball today, Scott? Oh, well. Huh.
I'm looking.
I like the people that just drop in and like, give me a play. All right, fuck it. Yeah, give me a play.
Blindly, I'd have to look at the over in the Omaha game. Against North Dakota State. Omaha is a team that just has a bunch of high-scoring games because they actually do not guard anybody. North Dakota State could probably score 80 plus, 90, potentially 90 here. But Omaha offensively, because of the pace, actually scores some points.
Yeah.
There has been movement on the over. It's gone from 148.5 to 151. 151 in an Omaha game does sound a bit low. I got to go with the over there.
All right. You? I'm looking out west. I'm looking at this Boise State Wyoming game. Boise State's got kind of under the radar, at least as far as their defense goes. They play outstanding defense.
Wyoming good defensively too.
The under is 5-1 in Boise State's games when they are an underdog. I do like that. It's 5-3 Wyoming's home games. So I would try to lean under that 132 there as far as my underplay goes. So, all right, buddy. Well, it's about that time, man. Time flies. Georgia State, got a quick one, Scott? Georgia State.
let me see what I got on that one. I'm going to go with Troy. Plus the points.
Okay.
I've actually liked Troy. I've been keeping an eye on that team in the Sun Belt. They've been pretty good as dogs this season. And Georgia State, they're 8-9 overall. They're 4-3 at home. Troy, I've been watching that team. They're not bad. I actually think they got a shot to win the game.
Okay, very good. Arizona -6. We did talk about that one earlier. I don't think either one of us are behind this Arizona team at all. I think we're going to hold our nose and play UCLA in that spot. Most likely pass, though, for me anyway. You?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Okay. 135 with 3 minutes left.
He got there.
Good. Excellent. Very good. All right, guys. Well, let's Temple. One last one. You got a Temple game?
Temple.
Do they play? I don't have them on my grid today. You got?
I don't see Temple here.
All right.
It might be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't see him on the card.
Under in UCLA with two main players out. Who's out for fucking?
I think I'd like the under anyway, just because I think UCLA's defense is still very solid, and I do think that UCLA should try to slow the pace down because Arizona wants to get out and run.
Yeah, and and Juzang's going to play. It's all about Jacquez at this point. So
yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, let's do it. Let's find out what we've got on the agenda for today. On Don't Try This at Home Thursday, and this one definitely fits right in. By the way, guys, I want to say this real quick. I always talk about make sure that you subscribe to our channel and like our show. Check this motherfucker out as well, because he's only got, what do you got, like 500 subscribers right now?
Give or take. I think I'm at like 460.
That's scandalous. That is absolutely scandalous. Get your ass over to Scott's videos. Check it out. He just grips it and rips it, gives you his favorite play. No bullshit. It's not like me. It's not like we got to wade through fucking 5 minutes of yappity yap.
I throw my rants in there on Twitter too. You've seen them.
Yeah, if you want to check out his rants, check out Twitter. But if you want to see just straight capping for his best play of the day, check out his video and give him a subscribe and give him a like over there. All right. So, all right, buddy, let's do it. Let's get ready. It is time, everyone. It is Thursday. It's time to put on your overalls. Probably going to be the last day this week you can wear that same pair. You're going to have to wash them because we want to have the Friday overalls. We want to have those looking nice. So just strap those bad boys on. They should fit really well today. Third day in a row that you've worn them. Put on your straw hat, climb aboard that John Deere, and get ready to bet the farm. Cows were sleeping there. They were a little reluctant. They were tipped over. So, all right. Buddy, don't try this at home. What do you got?
Well, first of all, we got to recap what happened, even though
that's right. That's right. We have talked about
it about 7 times on the show. But
what did we have yesterday, Scott?
We had Kemba Walker under 10.5 points, and he put up 0.
0! Cue the banjos. That's my real bedroom theme music right there. Hey, honey, you ready? All right.
Did you do the dance with it?
You know I do, buddy. You know I do. What do we got?
So we're going to go to college basketball.
Uh-huh.
And we are going to take one of the weirdest lines on the card.
Do it.
We're taking Northeast.
Say it! On the money line.
At around -120.
Why? Let's start there. Why are we playing the money line at -120? Why don't we just take the points?
Because there is no points to take. They're somehow laying points, despite losing 11 straight games.
Uh-huh. They're laying.
Explain that to me.
They're laying
points. 11 straight.
Yep.
And they have gotten money on them. They've gone from -1 to -1.5.
And what's the price at minus? This is my favorite part. What's the price at -1.5?
On DraftKings, it was -120 for -1.
Right.
And it was -120 on the money line.
So we're no morons here. We're going to take that. All right, hit it, Scott. What do you got? What's some points here? Why are we taking this idiot pick?
Northeastern, as I said before, has lost 11 in a row.
Uh-huh.
And yet the spread has gone from -1 to -1.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume that is sharp money.
Got to be.
So you're looking at James Madison. They've been terrible against the number recently. 0-6 ATS in its last 6 games. And Northeastern has been much better at defense and much better at rebounding. Northeastern ranks 235th in defensive efficiency, according to KenPom. James Madison ranks 281st, and Northeastern should kill them on the glass. They rank 91st in rebounding rate. James Madison ranks 278th. We're going to look at this number, extremely confused, and we're going to back it because this looks like the ultimate trap spot of the day. Give us Northeastern money line.
There you go, everybody. Northeastern money line. Don't try this at home Thursday. That fits in well with my Eastern Illinois plus the points. The two picks that could go spectacularly wrong, Scott. We could be eating a gigantic bowl of shit tomorrow. But we track line movements. This is one of those sharp moves that we often talk about and comment, but we don't always make plays. Today is the exception. We're making a play, and we're not going to lie, this is almost based solely off the line move. Somebody smarter than us knows something about this game. We're jumping on it. Give us Northeastern on the money line at minus 120. That's going to do it for the show. That's going to do it for Bet the Farm. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, don't forget to check out Chris King, Jim Williams over there doing their thing right before us, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out my daily videos, if you will. And, of course, check out my partner, Sharp Kid. I don't know if you guys figured that out or not. Smart motherfucker when it comes to betting sports. Check him out as well. All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks very much for stopping by. We appreciate it. We do this each and every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. Scott and I put our heads together and help you in that perilous journey as we all just try to head back to the window. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.